Hey, hi, how's it going? Good morning. We're gonna plant some annuals today. Oh, she just finished having breakfast. We're gonna get annuals planted. I think I want to deck this entire side yard out with some annuals right now. Just get some immediate color in these beds. It desperately needs it. So I think I'm not really sure what I'm gonna plant. I'm just gonna go over to the stockpile and I'm just gonna grab some things, and then I'm gonna grab the auger and we're just gonna start decking it out. Originally I thought that I was going to do some lattice work over here, but I think we're just gonna wait till fall. It's just gonna be a fall project. I just want to get annuals planted, and I don't really want to build lattice right now. It's starting to get a little too toasty, and so we'll wait on the lattice. That can be a fall project, no big deal. It'll give us something to do this fall time, and then I can just deck the space out with annuals and not really have to think about it, and there'll just be a lot of color. It's gonna be beautiful. So what I do want to do eventually, there's a hummingbird up there. What I do want to eventually do is lattice on this side and over on this side, so you kind of have to like walk in to the back garden. I'm gonna do it later. I don't want to build any more lattice. I'm tired of building lattice, okay? So we'll do that later, but I thought, you know what? Let's just fill space up with annuals. I've got annuals that I could just get in the ground right here. Plus also Brent is begging me to get them in the ground because we're headed out of town and he's like, I don't know how these are gonna stay alive. My mom is coming into town and she's gonna hang out with us for a week. So she'll be here for a week, but we're going to take a moment and just go to the coast. I told Brent, I was like, I just need to unwind for a minute. I found this really cool Airbnb in the middle of nowhere, right on the coast. And it was probably the most affordable Airbnb that I've seen that is like oceanfront. Like you step out on the patio and you are on the ocean. We're going to go for 2 nights, which is very exciting to get away and unwind. Just after life has happened here so much for the last 8 months, I just was like, we have to go. I need a minute. So he's asked me to get some of these annuals planted, understandably. So this is our stockpile of annuals, and we're just gonna start decking it out. I've got some salvia over here. These salvia, they were supposed to be 4 containers. Oh, there's a spider. You can get back over there. Come on, there you go, buddy. I've got these salvia right here. These are supposed to be for a container, but I never ordered the containers, so they're gonna go over there. I've got some petunias. I've got this guy right here. This is a agastache called Mistro Coral. I don't know. I've got some verbena. I've got annuals galore over here, and these just need to get in the ground. I think we'll also put in a couple of the truffle pink gomphrena. Where I want to put the lattice, we'll just frame it out with gomphrena. Why not, right? We got nothing to lose. So we're just gonna fill the gorilla cart up and see how many plants we can get over there. Okay, so I've got some things laid out. Turns out I mostly have petunias left. I needed some things that had like a little bit of height to them, and also some like low growing things, but not petunias, because there's already a ton of petunias over here. So these are the petunia called Paradise right here, and then these are beach ball pittosporum, and then this is a phlox called Cotton Candy. I've got 3 of them right there. I would like to get something else tucked in or right back there. And then these right here, I've got standing ovation serviceberry. That's what I've got there. And those are going to be pretty slow growing. So anyways, what I've got planted in this area, we'll start over here because I have a million tags in my hands. I've got 2 truffle of pink gomphrena over on this side and 2 over on this side. Those will get really tall and fill out this entire area right here, which will be really, really nice. And they're full sun lovers, as much sun as you can give them. This gets morning shade, but it cooks in the hot afternoon sun. It says that they get up to 28 inches. Mine definitely get taller than 28 inches. Mine get like 3 feet at least tall. So really they get quite large. And then I've got the Agastaki tucked in right there. I was thinking about flip-flopping the Agastaki with the salvia, but I think it'll go pink and then it'll go that coral color and then it'll go blue. So Agastaki is tucked in right there. And then after that is the salvia. That's the Rockin' the Blue Suede Shoes salvia. It says that one gets 40 inches tall, so that's gonna get really quite large right there. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it just to make sure that it doesn't cause issues, because I don't want it to destroy any permanent plantings that I've got. And then I've got 2 verbenas right there. That is the Peachy Keen verbenas. And then I've got another one here. I might go grab one more and tuck it in back there. And maybe another one over there. I'll go grab a couple more of them and we'll just tuck in the verbenas that I've got. And then I've got lobelia, and I've got 3 of them right here. I've never grown lobelia. These ones look really rough. They look really, really sad, really pathetic. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that once I get them planted, they look better. It says that these get about 12 inches tall and they want full sun. It says that they're an annual except in zones 9 and higher. So these may come back for me. Fingers crossed that they look good, because they look pathetic. Are they supposed to do that? I don't know if they're supposed to be doing that. Oh, and then on this side, I've got the truffle of pink gomphrena down there. We did the easy escape thing here. And then I've got 2 of these rudbeckia right here. These are called Treasure Trove. They get about 36 inches tall and wide, so they get quite large. I fell in love with these rudbeckia when I first saw them. I got to see them when I was touring Walter's Gardens. I believe that they're new this year, possibly last year. But they're new on the market, and they're supposed to not get the disease that rudbeckia normally gets. It says that it's highly resistant to septoria leaf spot. No clue. All I know is when I saw these is that they were just to die for. They were stunning. And I've got 5 of them in total, but I'm gonna just put 2 of them over here, and that'll kind of fill this entire area out. So this is gonna add so much color over to the side garden with all of this. I mean, look how full this is looking at. This is the best this side yard has ever looked. It's never looked good before, and now it looks just amazing. And I got things in cans. This is crazy. So I'm gonna go grab a couple more of the verbena, and let's call it verbena, and then we're gonna use the auger, and then I'm gonna use my silver pail, which has BioTone in it. So let's get to planting. is so cool. So Brent just left and we decided to just do one here because we pull the hose link this way. And if I had planted the other one there, there's no way we would be able to use the hose link. So one of them here, this will kind of like block the view of it a little bit when you first come in, which is honestly kind of sort of what I want. I don't really want to like always see them, but it really needs to be accessible, and we never pull the hose link this way. It always gets pulled that way. So I just need to go in with some like kind of low growing things in that area. Yes, the vine is still here. I am not going to remove it until I absolutely have to remove it. So one treasure trove there, and then I decked this side out with annuals. Look how muddy the walkway is. My shoes are caked with mud because there's so much irrigation here, and there hasn't been plants here for months. There's been nothing to suck up the water, so the ground is soaking wet in here. So I'm not even going to dare water these plants in. They're probably gonna feel like they're already drowning a little bit. The ground is that wet. Anyways, annuals are tucked in. This should be kind of like a fun little sea of color throughout the two hedges. Like I love how like these kind of like pop through. I really, really love it. And right now Brent is grabbing some mulch for me, and I'm going to mulch this side, and I'm going to do this side and touch up the gomphrena that I planted over on that side. She is loving her best life here. And yeah, let's get this all mulched up. It's gonna be so pretty and feel like this is done. Oh, there's the delivery. Thanks. My gosh, it is 10:30 in the morning and the side yard is basically done. I can't believe it. This entire side is done. It's mulched, it's planted, it's got irrigation to it. My neighbors are power washing right now, so sorry about the sound, but isn't this amazing? Look how much color there is and how much green there is. There's evergreen interest, there's winter structure, there's all these different things in this bed. There's annuals, there's perennials, there's shrubs, it's amazing. There's a tree in this bed. I have never been happier with how the side yard has looked. This side over here, I still haven't mulched all of this section here because I still plan on doing some planting, but I gotta find some really low growing things that I wanna put in this section over here. And then the one rudbeckia right there, I think that's just gonna be a really nice, fun, unexpected pop of yellow. There's not really any yellow in this bed or in either of these beds. There's pinks, there's blues, there's purples, there's greens, and now there's yellow in this bed. There's a lot of pink in this bed. Oh, and there's a little bit of orange too. So, I mean, I think I have pretty much all the color. Purple campanula, there's the pink penstemon, there's the like gray purple alliums. There's phlox back there. There's so much in this area now. And I can still do maybe a little like low growing something right here. And then I would like to find something else. I don't really know what I'm going to put there. And then I do want to find over here where I put the truffle of pink gompphrenas. I do want to find something low growing for this section here because this gomphrena is going to fill this entire area out. This will reach into the walkway and it'll probably eventually be annoying. I'll just cut it back if it starts to become annoying. But these should be pretty happy here. Those ones I know are going to be extremely happy because it's 10:30 and that's going to get sun until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I think. So it's a full sun area. But I would like to tuck in like a little something low growing, like ground covery right in this area, and to fill out kind of like just around here. I don't know. just talking now. But I'm really proud because we got this entire side yard buttoned up before 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's starting to get a little warm. There's no air movement right now, which is a bummer. It just makes the air feel thick. Anyways, I think this is where we're saying goodbye because now it's warm. I finished my project today. I got a ton of my annuals planted, and I got one perennial planted. I gotta figure out what else I'm doing with some things before we head to the coast. I think I'll be able to get one more planting happening, which I might do this evening, which you will see tomorrow. So, if you're subscribed, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for visiting. We'll see you tomorrow with what we do. Bye, guys.